Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And today is New Year's Eve in the United States. Anyway, I want to wish you all a happy New Year's. And this is about a channeled messages that I've received for all of you on how to begin your new year, 2019. So first, I was given this poem. And if you're not on my Facebook page, then you probably didn't read it, which is fine. So I'm going to read it here. It's 2019 is on its way. How will you enjoy these days? Remember, it's all about you. Follow your own heart. Let it lead you to your truths. Not necessary to do this and that, to follow others' opinions, to worry what others think and do. Always be in touch with your own higher self. Repeat positive daily, too. It's all about releasing what you knew, the old ways of being, to a brand new you. Release all your fears and negative self-talk. Only spout positives. Tick-tock on the clock. No matter how your life currently appears, you have the power to rid yourself of all your fears. Only you can do this for yourself. Take the time now. You will be lifted to a new vibration. Then all your wishes will come knocking on your door. Your new magical life is what's in store. Are you ready? It's all up to you. Remember, you have the strength and the power to get yourself through. And this is what my poem, well, actually this poem was a message, and this is what the video is based on, this message. So I'm sure a few of you like, how do you do this? Or what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go through this in steps. And I wrote them down. I wrote down also some positive affirmations and guidelines on how to, I don't know how to say it, but how to go into your life, I guess. I don't know. But the point is 2019 is numerology. Anyway, it goes down to a 3. A 3 is about synchronicities. So you will start noticing everything synchronized. So you'll think of something, you'll wonder about something, you'll want to know something, and then all of a sudden the answer will just appear somewhere out of the blue. So, and it's really not out of the blue, but it's kind of like a reinforcement or an answer to your question. So you'll be noticing that this year. It's already started, actually. So this is every year, everyone, looks back at their last year and thinks, oh my God, I hope it's better this year, and it's going to be better. And you think of all the bad things that happened to you this year, and you just want a better year, right? So the only problem is that everyone's been going about it the wrong way. You write down these impossible resolutions and you don't follow any of them, and you just continue to live the life the way you're used to living it. And this is what this is about. It's time to change the way you have been. It's about stopping what you're used to. And if you want to be involved with love and light and magic, it's not about going outside of yourself to achieve it. Now, everything that has been programmed is outside of yourself. Relationships, love, laughter, happiness, peace of the world. It's all about expecting others to bring this to you when that's never been anyone else's responsibility. So, if you want to have a great life, you change you. You change the words that go into your mind. You change the words that come out of your mouth. because we are energy. And all the energy is put out by what you think and what you say, and then you attract it to yourself. Now, when you're a child, when you're a baby, you don't know good and bad because you're just a happy baby that is all about love and, you want love or whatever, right? And then as we grow, we read things, we see things, we go places, we learn stuff, and everything's negative. So it's understandable, but you have to change that. So I'm going to show you how. The only way to be, responsible for your life is to be mindful of your words. Now, if anything that you were taught in your life, whether it be in school, from your parents, from your friends, from things that you've read, from religious groups, churches, whatever, just take out all the negatives, every negative, because we're not negative people in truth. So your goal is to come back to yourself, who you truly are in your heart. And the only way to do that is to only live a positive life with positive thoughts and positive words. So, for some examples, you've been in a relationship and you don't really get along. You do get along, you don't get along, you're not really happy, you're not clicking, you don't have the same belief system, whatever. It could be a good relationship there's the love is gone. It could be a violent relationship you have to get out of. And the way to do that is to not look at this, if you get out, ending of any kind of relationship, whether it be family, friends, sisters, brothers, relatives, neighbors, people you work with. It's not negative. So back up. When you get out of a relationship, you attracted this relationship to you. There were lessons to learn. There were things that you needed to change about yourself. Everyone just mirrors you. So instead of doing what everyone does, is this woman is a bitch, or he's an asshole, or men are this and women are that, or whatever. That's negative. So you don't do that. You look at yourself. What did you learn from this? Take out the emotion. Step away. Think about it. Was he cheating on you? Was she cheating on you? Well, he or she is just telling you that you were cheating yourself. So you take it and make it positive. Thank you for coming into my life and teaching me what I need to learn about myself. I send you love, I send you blessings, and I let you go. And that's it. You lose a job. You get fired. You get angry, you get mad, you get fearful. You get worried about your finances and everything else. And you don't have to, because you're always protected. You can manifest money, but you need to be positive. So release the fear. Time to release control. And know that you didn't like that job anyway. Think about it. Did you love going to work? Did you love being in that job? Did you love this? Did you love that? No, you didn't. And so you didn't do what you needed to do, and that was leave and find another job. So the universe did it for you, and they took you out by getting you fired. Now, the point is, I've been also trying to say this so many different ways. I came up with a new idea, or a new way to say it, but we're multidimensional. And I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of you. It's, if you could just think that you're a multiple people, you yourself. You're not just this one human body, because we're just really energy. Your body's temporary. So when you think thoughts, it's energy. When you feel things, it's energy. When epiphanies come, it's all from energy. It's all energy. That's what you need to know. Then your higher self is your multidimensional self. So your higher self is in all different dimensions. You know, Earth isn't the only planet in the world. We won't even get into that whole thing, but it's not. And so your higher self is your multidimensional self. And that is who you talk to. That is who you ask questions to. That is who you want to know things, to show you how to change, to be on the right path, to do whatever you want to do, because it's your multidimensional self. So just be mindful that you are responsible for everything that happens. Because when you, or before you came here, you were spirit in the universe. You were doing all kinds of things. And most of you, I think all of you, have volunteered to be here, because when you're not in your earthly body, you're all about unconditional love. That's your truth. You're all about love and forgiveness, peace and happiness. That's the truth. That's the reality. So if that's reality, and your thoughts become negative, the universe doesn't know good and bad. So if you think negative things, the universe will bring it to you, because they don't go, oh, no, that's a bad thing. We're not going to bring you that. No, that's not how it works. You do it to yourself. You are in control. You are in charge of your life. If you don't like your relationships with others, change yourself. If you don't like your relationships at work, change yourself. Change your job. You do the change. Nobody else does it. You do it. So you've got to be responsible for yourself. You need to know when I say negative things, the universe is going to bring it to me. And what it does, when you're adamant about your negativity, then it proves to you that you're right. Right? It does it all the time. And that's how it works. So change it. Make it positive. So thank you, God, for taking that job away from me and showing me that there's something better for me, or bringing me something better. Make it positive. If you get sick, maybe you get laid up because you're not taking care of yourself spiritually. Maybe you continue to not pay attention to your guidance, and you're going outside of yourself for everything and blaming people, judging people, and doing all this stuff, then the universe will flatten you. It'll give you a flu, a cold, or whatever. I mean, it just depends. And then when you're laid up, you become negative, you become mad, you become angry. But what you need to do is go, yes, I get it. I haven't been paying attention. It's me time. It always needs to be me time, because you come first before everybody, because you bring these people to you. So if you're miserable, you bring miserable people to you. How's that? If you're negative and hateful and fearful, you draw that to you. So you be positive, you draw positive people. You love yourself unconditionally first, then you attract loving people to you. So you're responsible for all of it. I think you understand that now. So this is what you say. You can get a pen and paper, write this down, listen to this again. You want to be mindful. So you say, I am responsible for all that happens to me. Because you want to become back to yourself and not stay who you are. That makes sense. In order to become, you need to practice. Isn't it sad that we have to practice being positive? But it's the truth. I mean, because everything's negative. So you do have to practice. And it's not easy, because it doesn't feel good in your heart, because it doesn't relate to you as a human on planet Earth. But it is you inside of you. So you have to do the the job. It's kind of like studying a test. When you want to get a good grade or you want to get your degree, you study, 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 study. Now, a lot of things that you study that you don't use, you might get an A in your class, you might know it back and forth, but if you don't use it every day, you forget about it, right? Well, you don't want to forget about these things. You want it to become you. So when people say negative things to you or negative things happen to you, you don't respond because you're already in a loving place. Because you are love. In truth, we are all love. We've just been veiled and got propaganda and all kinds of negative density, lower vibrations that have kept us down. So now's the time to change. Now, because big things are happening, wonderful things are happening, good things are happening, positive things are happening, and that's what you want to be involved in. You want to be part of that, right? So be a part of it by changing yourself. This is your 2019 resolutions. I am responsible for all my outcomes. I am abundant. I am happy. I am love. I am free to be me. I am all that I am, and all that I am is love. I am powerful. Excuse me. Got a little tickle there. I am gifted. I am enlightened. I am open to the vibration of love. I am positive. This is what you do, and this is what you say to yourself. So I get it, because this happens to me too. Certain things that is hard to release, that's negative, you've got to fight it. Your mind instantly goes to a negative thought. But this is how you change it. A lot of people say, well, how do I get rid of it? How do I do this? How do I? Just change what you're telling yourself. Because it came from a belief system that's still buried within you. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but these last couple of weeks, everyone's been down, depressed, sad, feeling all kinds of, I don't know, just not positive. Let's put it this way. Tired. This is the universe letting you know that even if you're on the path of enlightenment and positivity and not feeling it, is because you still have that trapped in your body. There's still things trapped in your body that you have yet to release. And that's what was going on, and that's been going on. It's all about releasing all of that. So it hasn't really been a bad thing, even though it doesn't feel good. But know that you're flowing with it. I'm flowing with it. Negative things are coming out of me. I'm always positive. And tell yourself over and over, if it takes 20 times, 200 times, 1,000 times, just don't stop saying it until you feel it, because you will feel it. Haven't you noticed that you're on the path of positivity? Something happens, you think a negative thought, and you feel it in your heart. Like all of a sudden, like you just dropped. That's because your thought is energy and you attracted it back to you. This proves to you what I'm telling you is true. You don't have to spend all kinds of money trying to learn how to ascend and go to these things that people say that you have to do this to do that. All you have to do is change your thoughts. That's all you have to do. And you will awaken at your time. You will know more and more and more your time. we have a soul that already knows what's going on and has a time frame when it's going to happen for you, for me, for her, for him, for everybody. We're not like anyone else. We're individuals. We're all unique. We all have our own path. We all have our own gifts. And if it's not psychic and spiritual and all of that, maybe your gift is to be a mother. Maybe your gift is to be a salesperson. Maybe when you sell things, you help people subliminally and you don't even know it. So, you see, that's all it is. So love who you are. Love what you are. And if you have been a churchgoer, that's fine. I just want to share two things. Number one, you don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God. You don't have to have a religion to have a relationship with God. That whole thought really gets totally by me, that when I tell people I don't go to church, then I don't believe in God. Those don't equal. If I don't have a religion, then I don't believe in God. Those don't go together either. I mean, I don't know where that comes from, but just take it out. The other thing is if you were taught and if you follow that you're going to go to heaven or hell, take that out. You're going to be judged, take that out. That God blesses you to have children, and if you're not a good girl, you won't have a baby, take that out. You see, just all I'm saying is tap into the positivity that you learn in religious ceremonies and not the negatives. Anything that's negative, just if you're in church and everyone's saying, and I really don't know what goes on in church because I don't go to church, but everyone's saying, that God judges you, just say, God does not judge me. I am not judged. No one judges me, not even God. Because people will say, you don't have the right to judge, only God does. See, no, God is not your judger. You are your own creator. You judge yourself and you judge others. That's it. Nobody does this, not even God. So all I'm saying is just take out every negative that you've learned from your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, your school, your church, your history, your teachings. Every negative thing, throw it away, because 2019, I am positive. I am my own creator. I am gifted, and I am powerful to change my life and attract everything good to me, everything that I want. You see, you have to have a vibration higher than what you've been. We have been in a dense universe, and the density has been lifting up. I mean, we're going into the fifth dimension. And in the fifth dimension is synchronicity, is positivity, is stronger manifestations. It's all the words that come out of your mouth. You can attract it all. Don't you want to attract yourself better things? Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to have good relationships? Don't you want to be healthy? That's all you need to do. That's it. I mean, even when you go to a doctor is negative. I have a friend on Facebook who broke her tibia and fibula. And, football players do that a lot. Unfortunately, when you break your major bone in your leg, I think it's your fibula or it's your tibia. I don't remember which one, but you can't stand until it's healed. So, if you're a child and you break that, you can be healed probably in a matter of weeks. And as you get older, it takes longer and longer and longer and longer. And for me, when I broke my fibula, so it wasn't my weight-bearing bone, so it must be the tibia. Anyway, I was in a walking cast. It took 2 months. So it could take longer, of course, but this woman, because she's alone, was put in a nursing home because she needs someone to take care of her because she can't walk. She can't do anything, can't go anywhere. And, that's fine. But they had the nerve to tell her, you're probably never going to walk again and you're going to spend the rest of your life here. It's like, wow, that's amazing to me. Because you see, if that seed is planted in your brain and you hold on to that seed, you attach yourself to it, you believe it, you worry about it, you fear it, you create it. That's it. That's why people aren't miraculously healed. It's not a miracle. The miracle is that that person had a positive attitude. Do you know how many people who've been paralyzed from the waist down walk? When doctors said, you'll never do this, you'll never do this, you'll never do this, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you have to be careful, you have to watch this, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't do that. Everything you see, that's all negative. Family will tell you the way you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to be. If you're a mother, you're a father, you're a this, you're a grandmother, whatever. No. They instill guilt on you. Guilt is negative. When you start to feel guilty, you're attracting negative energy to you. And it doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't. So I'm not guilty. I am me. I am loving. I am happy. I am free. And you just repeat it. Let that go. When you see or start to go on the negative road, stop. Stop. I'm not putting that energy out to the universe. I take it back and then start saying positive things. That's it. And if you follow this, the message is all about this. The poem is all about this. Even, feeling sorry for yourself. Oh my God, we all do that, right? I'm sick, or I have no money, or nobody loves me, or I'm single, I'm lonely, I'm depressed, I have no friends, I've had the worst life. No, no, no. You know who that is speaking? That's your ego. Your ego will stop you. Your ego will feed you with fear-based thoughts. You need to take the E and let it go. So when you're alone, don't say I'm lonely. Don't say negative things. Don't feel guilty. Release it. You do what you do. And if your family, those are the ones who get after you the most. Don't talk to them. You don't have to. They're just people in your life that you chose to be with, to learn whatever you needed to learn. If you're a star seed, you don't fit in the family anyway, just like me. You're a total outcast. You're full of negative crap because everybody in the family thinks you're nuts. And let it go. Doesn't matter what they think. They don't own you. They don't know anything. They don't know what they're talking about. They just live in the fear-based matrix, is what I'll call it. So you don't owe anyone anything. The only person that you owe anything to is yourself. You, because everything comes from you. So I'm going to go really quickly through my poem, see if I've touched on all the bases. I've touched on everything on this poem. This was my channeled message to you. It's easy, and it's all up to you. So I want you all to have a happy new year, a positive, wonderful, abundant 2019, and you will if you follow this message. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I love you all. I send you Reiki. I send you love. I send you hearts and blessings.